ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. It is none other than I, Goldy Games, and I'm back at you with some very exciting updates. So I was just playing on the Overwatch public test realm server. So this is where they go to put updates before they get hit into the live environment. So it's kind of a UAT environment. So let's go ahead and read the June 22nd Overwatch PTR patch notes, shall we? Patch highlights. Loot box updates. We always want the experience of opening an in-game loot box to feel exciting and rewarding. And in our latest patch, we're working to improve that experience in two ways. First, we're drastically reducing the amount of duplicate players will receive when opening loot boxes. Second, to compensate for this reduction of duplicate items, we're also increasing the overall amount of credits players will receive from loot boxes. On average, players should be earning just as many credits, if not slightly more, from loot boxes than they did prior to these changes. To help us test this update, all players who log on to the PTR this patch cycle will receive 5 PTR loot boxes. These are standard loot boxes that will only be available on the PTR. Any items earned from loot boxes or unlocked through credits on the PTR will not transfer over to your live account. New highlight options. Our highlight system has received several major updates. The game will continue to automatically generate highlights for you based on your recent gameplay. These automatically generated highlights are now categorized as today's top 5, will be resurfaced on a daily basis and persist for a full 24 hours, or until the game client is patched, whichever happens first. Players can now generate their own highlights. The ability to capture 12 seconds of your own gameplay has been added to the game and can be bound to a single button of your choice, or to a button per highlight slot in the options menu under Request Highlight. These player-generated highlights will be saved under a new section called Recently Captured and will persist until the game client is patched. Players can have up to 36 recently captured highlights stored at one time. With the above, players can now record any of their top 5 or recently captured highlights, exporting them as a video file to their gaming platform's designated media library on console or directory on PC. On PC, players will also have the options to select the quality at which these highlights are exported, supporting up to 4K at 60 FPS for Windows 8 or higher operating systems, and up to 1080p on Windows 7. So now that we've read the patch notes, let's go ahead and dive right into the PTR environment and check out these changes firsthand. So let's go ahead and look at the highlight system first. Alright, so I'm just going to leave it set on the default hotkey of F9 and queue up for a game. Okay, so 3 minutes later we're in game, and I'm just going to show you how this works. So we're just going to hit the F9 button saying hello to our lady friend Widowmaker, and
8 hours later.
Well, not quite 8 hours later, but you know how these games tend to drag on and on. We're going to go ahead and look at the highlight we recorded. A lovely little role play with Miss Widowmaker. There we go. That's us saying hello and her running away because maybe she doesn't find Soldier attractive. No. So that worked really well. My only concern is, like, when you're in the middle of actually making a great play, are you really going to be able to divert extra resources to smashing a button? I mean, for me, I don't think so. I mean, it's going to be too late by the time I press the F9 key to remember. You know, I'm going to be more focused on, you know, my gameplay as opposed to, oh, is this going to be a good one? Oh, F9. What are my thoughts on this? I think that you can get much better recording capabilities within the Windows operating system as it stands. The Windows game recorder, you can record for as long as you want, and it records in high quality. I think the problem with trying to record your own highlights is it's going to chop off perhaps the part that you wanted to show, with that limitation of how long you can record for. So personally, I don't think I'm going to be using this update. It's nice that they've updated the system, but for me, I'm going to stick to the Windows game recorder. And now let's have a look at the loot box system. Now I want to show you my character. I've spent a lot of money on the loot boxes, and as you can see, I've unlocked quite a few for my characters. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to open up these loot boxes that we got for free. Okay, so that's fantastic. No duplicates at all. It feels amazing. I've never had this happen to me since, you know, playing this game and acquiring a reasonable amount of loot boxes. So I think this is really good. Let's go and open another one. Wow! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I got the Junkrat Scarecrow skin. I've actually been wanting that one. So that is awesome. I wish it transferred to live, but Avenza breaks. Oh well, at least we get to see that we can actually get not duplicates. At least we get to see now that we can get legendaries that aren't duplicates, and got a few other cool things here. Let's open our third one. And no duplicates. And this awesome little Torby Fisticuts emote. I'm so happy with this. Oh, it is such a relief that they finally fixed this, because it was just so infuriating. Every time you opened up a loot box, just duplicate, or a subpar amount of Overwatch credits, you know, refunded to you. So this is absolutely fantastic. I think this makes it a lot more fair for us. There's the Reaper edgy pose. No duplicates. I can't believe this. Fantastic. Now let's open up our final loot box and let's see if we get any duplicates. Wow, 0 duplicates. This is fantastic. Blizzard, please leave it as is. This is fantastic. This is good, good, good. I'm getting cool little skin, not skin, emote. Oh my god, this is just fantastic. I'm so pleased that they have fixed this, but I do have to say that I am disappointed that there has been no update at all to the broken MMR system. I think that it is silly that they prioritized cosmetic items over the base game mechanics. The fact that we have to exist in this elo hell, but at least we can do it looking fashionable, guys. So there's something, but you know, one can only hope that this is what they're currently working on at the moment, and we can see an update in the next PTR patch notes addressing the broken MMR system. So fingers crossed for that, and until the next video, I hope that you have a fantastic day or night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I'm Goldy Games. Hit that like button for me just to let me know you didn't mind this video. And don't forget to subscribe and make new videos daily. And if you've got any comments, concerns, questions, just leave them in the comment section down below. I'd be most happy to respond to them for you. Thanks again, guys. Goldy out. Bye, 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 bye.